What if the strength of your immune system isn't determined by your age, your genetics, or the supplements you take, but by how much you move each day? Most people think of exercise as something optional, something you do for weight loss or appearance. But science tells a very different story. Every time you move, you send powerful biological signals that train your immune system to detect threats faster, respond smarter, and age more slowly. In this video, you'll see why physical activity is not just fitness, it's one of the most overlooked defenses your body has against infection, chronic disease, and immune decline, and why understanding this could change the way you think about health for the rest of your life. What if one of the most powerful tools to protect your body against infections, chronic disease, and even future pandemics is already within your control? Not a pill, not a supplement, not a cutting-edge medical device, but something far more fundamental: movement. For decades, exercise has been framed primarily as a means to lose weight, build muscle, or improve cardiovascular fitness. While these benefits are undeniable, modern science now reveals a deeper and more consequential truth. Physical activity is one of the most powerful regulators of the immune system that humans possess. The immune system is not a rigid shield that either functions or fails. It is a living, adaptive network that constantly adjusts to internal and external signals. These signals come from nutrition, sleep, stress, environmental exposure, and, critically, physical activity. Among all lifestyle factors, exercise stands out because it sends a full-body signal that influences immune cells at every level. From their circulation in the bloodstream to their ability to remember pathogens years later. In recent decades, and especially following global infectious disease crises, scientists have increasingly examined how lifestyle behaviors shape immune resilience. Research across immunology, physiology, and epidemiology consistently demonstrates that regular physical activity improves immune surveillance, strengthens adaptive immune memory, reduces harmful chronic inflammation, slows immune aging, and enhances vaccine effectiveness. Exercise does not merely support immunity. It actively trains it. This article explores how physical activity interacts with the immune system at multiple biological layers. It examines how movement influences immune cell circulation, innate and adaptive immunity, inflammation, immune aging, and responses to vaccination. By understanding these mechanisms, it becomes clear that exercise is not optional for immune health. It is essential, foundational, and deeply intertwined with human biology. To understand how exercise influences immunity, it is necessary to first understand what the immune system is and how it operates. The immune system is not a single organ or structure. It is a complex network composed of cells, tissues, signaling molecules, and organs that work together to defend the body against pathogens, repair damage, and maintain internal balance. At its core, the immune system is traditionally divided into two interconnected branches: innate immunity and adaptive immunity. These branches differ in speed, specificity, and memory, but they are deeply interdependent. Innate immunity serves as the body's first line of defense. It responds rapidly and non-specifically to invading organisms. Physical barriers such as the skin, respiratory tract, and gastrointestinal lining form the initial shield. When these barriers are breached, innate immune cells, including neutrophils, macrophages, dendritic cells, and natural killer cells, respond almost immediately. These cells detect general patterns associated with pathogens and initiate inflammation to contain the threat. Adaptive immunity, in contrast, is slower to activate, but far more precise. It relies on lymphocytes, primarily T cells and B cells, which recognize specific antigens. Once activated, these cells proliferate, coordinate immune responses, and generate immunological memory. This memory allows the immune system to respond faster and more effectively upon future encounters with the same pathogen, which is the principle behind vaccination. Communication within this system is mediated by signaling molecules called cytokines and chemokines. These molecules regulate immune activation, suppression, cell movement, and inflammation. The balance of these signals determines whether the immune response is effective, excessive, or inadequate. Crucially, the immune system does not operate in isolation. It is highly sensitive to signals from the rest of the body. Hormones, metabolic byproducts, neural signals, and mechanical forces all influence immune behavior. Lifestyle factors such as sleep deprivation, psychological stress, poor nutrition, And physical inactivity sends signals that can either strengthen or weaken immune defenses. Among these, physical activity is one of the most powerful and comprehensive immune signals. Exercise as a biological signal to the immune system. When the body engages in physical activity, it undergoes a cascade of physiological changes that extend far beyond the muscles and joints. Heart rate increases, blood flow accelerates, breathing deepens, and hormones are released. These changes create a systemic environment that directly affects immune function. One of the most immediate effects of exercise is increased circulation. As blood flow accelerates, immune cells move more rapidly through the bloodstream and lymphatic system. This enhanced movement allows immune cells to patrol the body more efficiently, increasing the likelihood that pathogens or abnormal cells will be detected early. Muscle contractions during exercise also release signaling molecules known as myokines. These molecules act as messengers between skeletal muscle and other organs, including the immune system, liver, adipose tissue, and brain. Myokines influence inflammation, immune cell differentiation, and metabolic regulation. In this sense, skeletal muscle functions as an endocrine organ that communicates directly with the immune system. Exercise also influences the release of stress hormones, such as adrenaline and cortisol. In acute, moderate amounts, these hormones mobilize immune cells and enhance immune responsiveness. They help redistribute immune cells from storage sites into circulation, where they can perform surveillance functions. Chronic psychological stress or prolonged inactivity, however, disrupts this hormonal balance and impairs immune regulation. From a biological perspective, exercise sends a clear signal to the immune system. The body is active, adaptable, and prepared to respond to environmental challenges. This signal triggers adjustments that improve immune efficiency, resilience, and coordination, immune cell circulation, and enhanced surveillance. One of the most well-documented effects of exercise is its impact on immune cell circulation. During and immediately after physical activity, immune cells are mobilized from peripheral tissues into the bloodstream. This phenomenon has been observed consistently across studies involving both humans and animal models. Natural killer cells are particularly sensitive to exercise. These cells play a crucial role in early defense against viral infections and malignant transformation. During moderate physical activity, natural killer cell numbers in circulation can increase several-fold. This surge enhances the body's capacity to identify and destroy infected or abnormal cells. Neutrophils, another key component of innate immunity, also become more active following exercise. Their ability to migrate to sites of infection, engulf pathogens, and produce antimicrobial substances is enhanced. Macrophages, which serve as both defenders and coordinators of immune responses, show improved functional capacity with regular physical activity. This process is often described as improved immune surveillance. Just as increasing patrols improves security in a city, increasing the movement and readiness of immune cells improves the immune system's ability to detect threats. After exercise, immune cell levels gradually return to baseline. However, with repeated bouts of activity over time, the immune system becomes more efficient overall. Regular physical activity effectively trains immune cells. Repeated exposure to the physiological stress of exercise improves their responsiveness, coordination, and adaptability. This training effect contributes to lower infection rates and improved immune outcomes in physically active individuals. Exercise and the innate immune response. The innate immune system forms the foundation of immune defense. It is responsible for immediate responses to pathogens and for initiating downstream adaptive responses. Exercise influences innate immunity at multiple levels. Regular physical activity enhances the function of neutrophils and macrophages, improving their ability to migrate, phagocytose pathogens, and produce antimicrobial substances. Exercise also supports the maturation and function of dendritic cells, which serve as critical links between innate and adaptive immunity by presenting antigens to T cells. Importantly, exercise helps regulate innate immune activation, while an effective innate response is necessary for defense. Excessive or chronic activation leads to tissue damage and disease. Physical inactivity is associated with heightened baseline activation of innate immune pathways, contributing to chronic low-grade inflammation. By contrast, regular moderate exercise promotes a balanced innate immune response. It enhances the ability to respond rapidly to acute threats while reducing unnecessary inflammatory signaling at rest. This balance is essential for long-term immune health. Exercise and adaptive immunity. Adaptive immunity is responsible for long-term protection and immunological memory. It is central to resistance against recurrent infections and to the effectiveness of vaccines. Exercise exerts profound effects on this arm of the immune system. T cells, which coordinate immune responses and eliminate infected cells, are highly influenced by physical activity. Regular exercise improves T cell proliferation, signaling efficiency, and functional diversity. Physically active individuals tend to maintain a more diverse pool of T cells, which enhances the immune system's ability to recognize a wide range of pathogens. B cells, responsible for producing antibodies, also benefit from regular physical activity. Studies show that physically active individuals often generate stronger antibody responses following infection or vaccination. These antibodies are not only produced in greater quantities, but also tend to persist longer, providing sustained protection. Exercise also supports the development and maintenance of immune memory. Memory T and B cells generated after infection or vaccination are more likely to survive and function effectively in individuals who engage in regular physical activity. This enhanced memory contributes to faster and more robust responses upon future exposures. As humans age, the immune system undergoes a gradual decline known as immunosenescence. This process involves reduced production of new immune cells, diminished responsiveness to pathogens, impaired vaccine responses, and increased susceptibility to infections and chronic diseases. Physical inactivity accelerates immune aging. Sedentary individuals experience faster declines in T cell diversity, increased accumulation of dysfunctional immune cells, and higher levels of chronic inflammation. These changes contribute to increased disease risk and reduced lifespan. Regular physical activity, however, slows many aspects of immune aging. Older adults who remain physically active often display immune profiles that resemble those of younger individuals. Their T cells remain more functional, inflammatory markers are lower, and responses to vaccination are stronger. Exercise also helps preserve the thymus, an organ essential for T cell development that typically shrinks with age. By supporting thymic output and immune cell turnover, physical activity contributes to immune longevity and resilience.